Hello and welcome, my dear students, to SDL Knowledge Hub channel. I'm your tutor, Shehan Dias. Today, we will be looking at business organizations. So let's move into the video. What is a business organization? A business organization consists of an individual or a group of individuals working together to produce goods and services required to fulfill the human requirements, human needs and wants. Business organizations can be classified based on ownership, based on objective, and based on scale. If you classify business organization based on ownership, there are private sector business organizations and also public sector business organizations. Private sector business organizations are owned by individuals or group of individuals, whereas public sector business organizations are funded and owned by the government. If you look at business organizations classified based on ownership further, private sector businesses include sole proprietorships, partnerships, incorporated companies, cooperative societies, and other associations. Whereas public sector business organizations includes state departments, state corporations, and state companies. Then if you classify business organizations based on objective, it can be classified as for-profit business and not for-profit business. If you look at business organizations classification based on objective further, for-profit business again can be divided into private and public. Private organizations include sole proprietorship, partnership, and incorporated companies, while public sector for-profit business organizations include state companies. Then non-profit business again can be divided into private and public. Private non-profit business organizations include cooperative societies and other associations, while public non-profit organizations includes state corporations and state departments. For-profit business, the main objective of the business is to earn profit, and not-for-profit businesses, their main objective is social welfare and the well-being of their members. Business organizations classification based on scale. This can be of two types: small and medium scale businesses and large scale businesses. So based on scale, business organizations are classified using these following criteria: the amount of capital invested in the business, the number of employees, the amount of energy used, and also the market share of the business. Therefore, based on this criteria, small and medium scale businesses have only a small amount of capital invested, small number of employees, and having a relatively small market share compared to larger business. While large scale business have a large amount of capital invested, have a large number of employees, and have a large market share, and have the ability to influence the respective industries. Now we will look at different types of businesses. Sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship businesses are owned by an individual. The main characteristics of a sole proprietorship business are capital provided by the owner himself. Then profit and losses are borne by the owner. Then there's unlimited liability of the owner to settle the business debts. No legal personality. That means the business cannot enter into legal matters in its name. No continued existence. If the owner dies, the business also ceases to exist. No mandatory register. If the business is in the full name of the owner, then it need not be registered. Then the advantages of a sole proprietorship business is one, convenient to start. So it's easy to start. All profits belong to the owner. Then the business information is secured. So privacy of the business information is maintained. Then opportunity to use the business owner's skills and abilities, and also independent decision making. The disadvantages of a sole proprietorship business is that unlimited liability of the owner, then difficulties in raising capital, then there won't be continuous existence of the business, no legal personality, and the individual decisions made by the owner may not be successful. Partnership. A partnership is a relationship among individuals conducting a business in common with an objective to earn a profit. The partnership is governed by the Partnership Ordinance Act of 1890. So if you look at the characteristics of partnership, the number of members minimum is 2 partners and the maximum is 20. This according to the Companies Act number 7 of 2007. Then the partners will have a partnership agreement. The partnership commences with an agreement among the partners. So this can be done in a written, oral, or implied form. But according to the Prevention of Fraud Ordinance Act, if the initial capital is more than 1,000, then the partnership is required to have a written agreement. This written agreement is also known as a partnership deed. Then, like sole proprietor, the partnership also has unlimited liability. That means if the business does not have sufficient money, then the partners are liable to pay off the debts from their private assets. No legal personality. Like in a sole proprietorship business, a partnership is not considered as a legal person. Then no continued existence. Like in sole proprietorship businesses, if if the partner dies, if the partners become bankrupt, or the objective is achieved, then the partnership could cease to exist. Then finally, no mandatory requirement for registering if the partnership is under the full name of all the partners. Advantages of a partnership business. First one, convenient to commence. So there are less legal requirements to commence a partnership like a sole proprietorship business. Can raise more capital. Since partnership consists of two or more people, so they can raise more capital than a sole proprietorship business. Can you utilize different skills of the partners? There again, since there are two or more people in the partnership, so they can pull together all their skills for the development of the partnership. Shared liability among partners. So the liability of the partnership will be shared among all partners. So individual liability will be less. Can take collective decisions. Since there are two or more individuals in a partnership, so you can come into an agreement and make a collective decision. The disadvantages of partnership is unlimited liability, profit shared among partners. The profit will get divided among the number of partners, conflicts among partners. So there could be disagreements among the partners. No continued existence. So if partner dies or gets bankrupt, then the partnership will no longer be cease to exist. Finally, no legal personality. Incorporated companies. An organization which is registered under the Companies Act number 7 of 2007 and which also has a legal personality and which can issue shares is called an incorporated company. The owners of an incorporated company are the shareholders. If you look at the characteristics of an incorporated company, this is incorporated under the Companies Act number 7 2007. Then it will have continued existence, meaning even if a shareholder dies or become bankrupt, still the organization will continue. Then the ability to register with limited liability. So the shareholders' liability will be limited only to the value of the shares they have purchased, which is different from a sole proprietor or partnership business. Can raise capital by issuing shares. Then the advantages of incorporated companies are can raise more capital compared to sole proprietor or partnership. Then they receive a legal personality. So the organization can enter into legal contracts with using their own name of the organization. Then you have continued existence, the limited liability of the shareholders, and finally, this is managed by a board of directors. The board of directors is appointed by the owners or the shareholders of the company. Disadvantages of incorporated companies. You have greater level of legal provisions or requirements. Then the profits are shared among the owners or the shareholders. Then we'll look at another type of organization, cooperative societies. A cooperative society is a democratically controlled independent organization. Their aim is to achieve the requirements of the individuals who gather together in a collective ownership. The cooperative societies are registered under the Cooperative Societies Act number 5 of 1972. To start a cooperative society, you need to have at least 10 members, and their capital is mainly provided by the member subscriptions. If you look at the characteristics of a cooperative society, it has democratic control. That means this is controlled by the board of directors elected by the members of the society. Then voluntary and open membership. Any individual can obtain membership and withdraw membership voluntarily. Then collective ownership means the cooperative society is owned by its members and all assets belong to those members. Then common expectations. The main objective of the cooperative society is the well-being of the society members. Advantages of cooperative societies. It has democratic control. Then it acts on the well-being of its members. The government will provide various incentives for the cooperative societies. And finally, shared economic benefits. So the excess profit will be distributed among the members in different ways. Disadvantages of a cooperative society is the limited capital. This is due to only being from member subscriptions. Then also the cooperative society should adhere to its cooperative society policies. So therefore it is difficult to change and also to meet the competition in the current context. Examples for cooperative societies include Sri Lanka Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society, then Sri Lanka Coconut Producers Cooperative Society, Thrift and Credit Cooperative Society, or SANASA, etc. Associations. This is another form of organization which the objective is the social well-being. So they are established to achieve the members' goals and accomplish community service and charitable activities. So examples: sports club, farmers association, in a school, schools, commerce society, etc. Hope you got valuable knowledge from this video. If you haven't subscribed us yet, please subscribe. So until such time, till we meet again with another similar video, goodbye for now.